Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. My name is Adam Rosman and I will be your host today. Today is the 28th of May 2025 and we can skip the introductions. Please remember that the meeting is recorded. Now I'm recording with another tool, not with the built-in Zoom tool, so you don't see the notification in Zoom, but that's the case still. If you would like to have the project, please check out the have wanted labels. You can filter for have wanted labels with the GitHub issue filter. And if you see have wanted or good first issue or both, and then don't hesitate to pick the issue up. That would be a great help for the project. If you represent an organization and you think that your organization would be willing to publicly acknowledge the adoption of Metal3, then please do so by creating a pull request in the community repository, and in the pull request you should edit the adopters.md file the same way as the other organizations have done before you. Related to the flake tracker, I don't think the flake tracker is being populated nowadays as much as in the past, but I added one issue during this week and you might have seen a few other. So if you are seeing problems with the tests and you think it's not related to your changes, then please create an issue in the affected or relevant repository and link that issue with the project tab or under the project tab to the Metal3 CI tracker project. We have been fixing multiple CI problems. Many people are involved, so it would be nice to see the whole picture on this dashboard for the maintainers. Related to the incubation proposal, I don't know about any news, and if anyone is interested about any other artifacts, statistics, documentation, and such, then please check out the other links below. I think that's all. There was no topic carried over from the last week. I think we managed to discuss everything, and I think the follow-up actions have been made. We had the emails and initiated those two discussions. Yeah, I think nothing left there. So we can continue with the working groups. And I had this update that internally with Adil we have discussed the scalability, and we will have a proper meeting and come up with some presentable plan that about what we will do from next week onwards. Is there anyone who has any question, comments, or anything related to the scalability? I know the test has difficulties right now, so I know the situation is not that good right now. Okay, if nothing for scalability, then that's all from my part. The next one is ARM, and I see that Dimitri, you have a good news there.
Yeah, we got it planned, and we got, I believe, Honza. Some of you may remember him, Honza Pakorny, who expressed interest in working on that. I think he's still finishing some bugs before he can properly do that. But I really hope we start making progress this time around. But that's all so far.
Thanks. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Okay, I don't think there are any comments for ARM group either, so we can continue. Next one is the release team and the roadmap. There is only one update from my side, that we have planned the 110.1 patch releases for IPM and CapM3 for the next week. There is some Go bumping and some library version bumping and such going on right now on the release branches. Some cherry picking, but if that settles, next week we will do a release just to be compatible, or just to integrate the Capi .2 patch release. Is there any question, comment related to that? Okay. If not, then discussion topics. I don't see any discussion topic. Is there anything in your mind?
Just one thing about the new ironic image release. It's going to happen a little bit later than expected. Second week of June, I guess.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I just mentioned that. Thanks. I have noted this down, and yeah, that's fine. I don't think in Metal3 we are in a rush at the moment. Is there any questions, comments related to that? Okay, if nothing, we can continue. Is there anyone else with a discussion topic you would like to bring up, question, something? Okay, if nothing, then I will continue with the triaging. So this is triage week, and let's check what do we have here. I started triaging, I triaged one. And this was the one I triaged just before the meeting. This is a question related to an observation that the IPMI request done by the IPMI tool might be overwhelming a BMC, and at least that's the observation of the reporter. And I just pinged you folks, and I see, Dimitri, you have already answered. I think we need more info, so I labeled it accordingly. Is there any comments for this? Yeah, okay. If nothing, let's continue. Next one. This is relatively new.
Yeah, I
VMO.
found a couple of things without self-triaging just to highlight for the team.
Okay.
So generally in BMO, we're not always great in situations where we expect one state and the ironic state is different. And for example, notice that we try to delete something after inspection. It works really awkwardly because we are saying that it's powering off before delete, but actually inspection is not aborted. So it just gets stuck for a really long time, pretending to be powering off, although it's not powering off really.
Yeah, I think I've seen this. But honestly, I thought that it wasn't a supported thing to delete while the inspection is like I thought that that's some edge case, but it's good to know that that should work.
We can abort inspection, especially inspect wait state in ironic and short circuit the whole thing. I think it's valuable, especially when inspection is concerned, because it's not an uncommon thing that people enroll in a host, it starts inspecting, they realize that everything, I don't know, networking is broken, nothing can work. Okay, I'm going to delete that. Oh no, it's now not deleting anymore. It'll be good to fix that.
Yep, I'm just adding this one to the roadmap. I have to write a reminder that what I triage have to be on the roadmap. Okay, I think this is a clear issue, clear problem. I also seen this. So we can continue. Next one is documentation about API inputs and outputs missing for standalone operator. Okay.
Yeah, there is at least a tool. I haven't tried it, but there's a tool to generate markdown files from CRT definitions. So whoever takes this task can probably give it a go.
Yeah, sure.
What I really don't want to see is us populating docsmd API MD manually as we used to do in BMO, because as the BMO example showed, they just get outdated, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, this is good now. Then fix change require jobs to build ironic image. Oh, I can do it like this too. Again. Okay. I see. So this is the one that area you are working on.
Yeah, me and also Adele.
Okay, interesting that this was not triaged. And I think the CI kind I have to put on manually. Okay. This I more or less know what's happening. Okay. Which repo is this? It's in ironic image. Okay.
The change will be in 3.
Yeah, in CapM3, right? Okay. Then I will put it under the CapM3 whip. Okay, good. Let's see if it's I will put on that manually if I need to. Okay, add scalability test to the BMO E2E suite. That's I think also a clear request. Yes. Yeah, completely reasonable. One thing I forgot to add here is the milestone. That's 111. This also needs a milestone. I will make a roadmap section for the IRSO too. Okay.
I think 0.3 may be a past milestone.
Is it? Let me.
Let's double check. I think 0.4 is the current one.
Okay, this was made for that. Yeah, okay, no, I put it there now. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I will. Yep, 04. Okay. Okay, let's add this too. No. This needs another milestone. Okay, this won't get the milestone because it's not even in the same project. I did not know that this restricts the milestone. Huh, interesting. Okay. Okay, scalability for the BMO, that was the one that we were looking at. Yeah, 111. Good. And this is not eating the kind command. Like this. Okay, fix shortcomings identified for obtaining CI best practice and bridge. Yeah, sure. And there are some documentation, so test policy documentation is missing. Test policy. Oh, you mean, okay, the testing MD. Okay. I guess that's also find documentation. Okay. Contributing MD is not complete. Okay. Looks like there are a lot of these. Feel free to interrupt me if there is something you would like to comment for any of these. And I think this was an actual problem. Confusing behavior or removing external provisioned. And no one was chatting with you about that, Dimitri, I see.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna fix that or we're gonna just say, okay, we no longer change external provisions, so we are fine. Left that for the community discussion, I guess. Because that's something somebody complained to me downstream because they tried to use external provision for something they should not have used that. And they try to remove it, everything just your host essentially gets stuck hopelessly and you're gonna like spend 30 minutes deleting it until it times out. That's really bad time. Now we're gonna change that so it's better, but I don't know. Do you want to fix it and actually make it possible to move out of externally provisioned, or do we consider externally provisioned essentially a leaf state where a host can only be deleted?
Hmm. I wonder what would happen if first it's annotated with detached and then it gets this external provision changed. Would that make it go crazy also? Because
When what? Sorry.
uh, if the ways of working or the recommendation would be that the detached annotation is placed first on the BMH and then it gets detached, and then after that this field is or this external provision is removed. Or is that a state, or how is it? I never used it. No, field. Okay, so that's what I mean. So this field would be reset after that, and then we would remove the detached annotation.
We could do that. That's one of the options. We could also do it normally-ish. And actually, on the ironic side, there's nothing preventing from us just changing external provisions, because for ironic, it's the same state. Both external provisioned and provisioned correspond to the same state in ironic. So that's really just what we decide to do on the BMO level. We could allow it to just be set to false, which means the host goes from externally provisioned to provisioned. And then what happens to it depends on whether you remember to populate the image field or not. Because if I forgot, it's going to be deprovisioned immediately, which is in itself a bit of a foot gun. But yeah, same with detachment, I guess. Yeah, the same as detachment, right? You reattach it, BMO sees that image URL is not provided, it's going to deprovision the thing.
Yes.
It could be okay, could be not so much. I personally don't care about this, so I would just put it here for tracking. And if you want to fix it, you can fix it. If you think it's too much of a foot gun, we can just leave it at that. Nobody has complained so far. It's just something I discovered.
Yeah, I will just write down that. Yeah. Oh, mine. The idea does not make any sense or difference. Oh no. Let's just say that. Okay, I will accept this because this is a legit thing, but not a serious problem. Bug kind is fine, and I will put help on it. Yeah, here's the bug. Let's put it on the roadmap, and I won't add this to any milestone. Okay. Build IPA release branches. IPA for release branches. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I guess the only problem I have with this request is it's only talking about tests, and I won't feel easy if we do something in the tests that we don't do in production. So if I start building API images, I think it shouldn't be limited to tests and should be something I will actually start using.
Yeah, okay. It can be added. There is infrastructure to host it. Just now we are setting up. I mean, it's actually working already, but now the whole OpenDev repository is actually proxied in the Nordics Artifactory, and yeah, as far as I can foresee the infrastructure development, we will have a stable place for these, and we also have scripts to build IPA already in the Metal3 project infra. So yeah, we can do that without any problem. There is enough preparation already. And enable variable shadowing check-in go at linter. Uh, I honestly don't even know what is variable shadowing.
It's when you create a new variable with the same name as the previous one, it's the same scope. Like if you look at this example, so it's essentially we accidentally create new R variable everywhere. And I don't know if I actually agree it's bad, but yeah, that's kind of shadowing. So there used to be a previous R variable, and now we're creating new one with the same name and the same scope.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it happens because the goals new variable operator is interesting. So if it's, see this is the first example, seconds comma air equals something, I guess the intention was to create a new variable seconds, but actually it creates all new variables. So not just seconds, but air is also new,
Aha,
which is
okay.
a lot of people don't understand. And I learned it like a few months ago actually.
Okay, thanks. Okay. But then that's quite substantial amount of uh, work with the refactoring. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if this have performance impact even if this always creates these variables all the time, even the error.
I doubt that. It may have some really teeny tiny effect on compilation time.
Mm.
But even that is not granted. Otherwise, on the assembly level, it's all the same. Go is gonna figure out what you mean. It's not like in Python, you actually create a new variable in runtime, fortunately.
Okay. Well, I mean, if someone is willing to fix these all, then why not? What are the kinds? Yeah, okay. Oh, not bug task. No, let's put it for the further one. Okay. I think IP quick start misconfiguration. The quick start guide. Okay, let's keep that time. I don't know what's in the quick start guide. I don't use it. Is there someone willing to check this and verify if it's truly a problem? Is there anyone who would volunteer? Okay. If no one, then I will ping Leonard.
I'm a little bit late, but maybe I could also take a look at it.
Okay, I will also CC you then here. Oh, it's in the docs. So this is not even reacting. 1 sec. And yeah, what's he saying is fine. What do I have to put here? Let's put question on this. Yep. Okay, enable yeah, variable shadowing. We have already checked this. It's just not changing. Oh, what is this? Okay, this is for an. Oh, so there is an individual one for. Okay. Okay, so now finally the older ones. Was there any update on these? Multiple instance per port. Oh, I remember seeing this. Did we have any discussion, Dimitri, about this? Other.
I mentioned it on last meeting, but we haven't discussed it. I just asked if people could take a look in the meantime. I don't think anyone did.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, this is a feature of some extra functionality for systems that need the extra conductors. It's not really in my area, but I'm fine. Is it fine if I put help on this? If someone would like to implement this, or are you planning to implement this?
It's absolutely fine. I have other immediate plans. I may not be able to get to this in the near future.
Okay. Okay. I think this with other copy clusters. Do I understand correctly? Okay, I might not understand correctly if this is again a combining two infra providers into one. issue or something else? Yeah, I have to check this, but I think this will be again the combining the two stuff, which is not doable as far as I know. You have a cluster that's a capo cluster, and then there are no Metal3 cluster, just CapM3 CRs, deployment and template. Okay, yeah, that's not a thing. Okay, I think I understand now. Yeah, okay, this is not a thing. I will answer it at some point.
Did not take my comments.
Where?
Like in the bottom, you see, I left comment. No, that's the one you were looking at.
Okay, 1 second.
No, that's it. Switch to errors of standard library.
Yeah, okay.
The new one. See, I tried to actually trash it and nothing happened for a month.
Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes it's not picking them up. Yeah. Maybe now. Maybe if I just run one. Interesting. Huh. I don't know why is it doing this. Okay. Oh, it still didn't remove this one. Okay. And these are the very old ones. And yeah. Let's keep that. Okay, I think here. So was there any action?
No, it was like we basically stopped talking about that. I see. Maybe I don't know. I won't have time soon, like to work on that anyway. But the idea was to like fix the version of Sushi Tools and also the image. Although it's kind of already like that. So I'm not sure it's worth doing anything there.
Yeah, so
It's just like changing the tag of the image.
okay.
Instead of having just the latest, you will also have the fixed version related to the Sushi Tools version. That's, I think, the general idea.
Okay. Okay. I will task on this roadmap. I won't even put a milestone on this one. This is triaged. This is checked. Oh, for user to create node with attached disks. Yeah, this was a discussion that died down. And then agent times out by cleaning the node. This was again a discussion that died down. Okay, I think we went through all of these. Let's see what is left. I manually removed this and it didn't even take it then. What? Okay, looks good. Long running stuff. Some questions still unanswered. Looks good. Whew, that was long, but I guess because for more than a month we didn't have any triaging. That was all the leftovers for that accumulated for a long time. Okay, does anyone have any questions, comments? I won't check the stale and the frozen now. I will check them when they come up. I might actually stop doing that during the triage sessions because I don't know. Maybe the stale, just the stale. I thought that they wouldn't even prompt me to do something, but I'm not. I have not checked all of them. Okay. This can go back. Oh, this is technically done. I mean, it's merged. We released. We just need to, or I just need to finish one of the PRs. IP NTP server option. Can I put frozen on this? or is there any objection? Let's expose the IP and TP server option. I think it's fine. Okay, none of these are stale anymore. Okay, we check the stale ones too. Okay, frozen and have wanted are not needed. Okay, so is there any question, comment from anyone? Let me check the chat too.
Could you add me to the attendees? I don't have edit rights.
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I think that was all for today. We had 3 minutes left. I give that back to you. Thank you for joining, and let's meet the next week, same time, same place. Until then, have a great week. Bye bye.
Thank you all.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.